Hi students, today we are going to see a sum heights and distance. Already we have completed 4 sums, right? Sum number 5, a ladder is 15-meter tall, leans against a wall, making an angle of 60 degree in the wall, right? Find the height of the point where the ladder touches the wall. Right, they're talking about ladder and the wall, right? Ladder and the wall is something but vertical and ladder is something but leans against a wall, right? Leans against a wall. They're given that the height of the ladder, the height of the ladder is something but 15 meter, right? Height of the ladder. So first I told you that, so this chapter fully, first by reading the question we have to picturize. If you have drawn the diagram correctly, then it will be very easy to find whatever they are asking, right? So first we will draw the diagram for this question. A ladder is 15-meter tall, leans against a wall, right? Leans against a wall, making an angle of 60 degrees. So first I'm drawing the wall, right? I'm just drawing the wall, right? And A point and B, right? And B is something but foot of the wall, right? B is something but foot of the point B is foot of the wall, and the point A is something but top of the wall, right? Point A is something but top of the wall, right? A ladder is 15-meter tall, leans against a wall, right? I'm just drawing that. So AC is nothing but ladder, right? AC is nothing but ladder, 15-meter tall, right? So therefore the length of AC is nothing but 15 meter, right? The length of AC is nothing but 15 meter, and it's nothing but right angle triangle. ABC is a right angle triangle. Now we know that the length of AC is nothing but 15 meter, right? And one more thing, see, if you want to find any sides, we need one side and one angle, right? Here what they are saying, a ladder is 15 meter long, leans against a wall, making an angle of 60 degrees. See here, they didn't say that angle of elevation as well as angle of depression. They are watching from down to the top or from the top to the down. They didn't watch anything. Simply what they are saying, an angle making, right? A ladder making an angle of 60 degree in the wall, right? The ladder is making an angle of 60 degree with the wall, right? This is wall and this is ladder. So where the angle will makes, it's something but here only. So it's something but 60 degree. See, this is a ladder, right? And if I am marking the angle 60 degree with in the place of C, right? And this is ladder and this is nothing but ground, right? A ladder making angle with the ground means then angle C is a 60 degree. But what they are saying, a ladder making an angle of 60 degree in the wall, right? So here angle A is equal to 60 degree, right? They didn't say angle of elevation and angle of depression. Suppose if angle of elevation or angle of depression means, right, angle will always lies in between the horizontal line and line of sight alone. But here they didn't mention any angle of elevation or angle of depression. Simply what they are saying, a ladder making an angle with the wall, it's nothing but 60 degree, right? So now we are having, what are things we are having? So the length of AC is nothing but, the ladder is nothing but AC is equal to 60 degree, sorry, AC is equal to 15 meter, right? And the theta, right, theta is equal to 60 degree, right? To find what we want to find, we want to find the height of the point. Which point? Top of the wall, right? So we have to find the height, that is AB, right? I'm just taking as a H, or you can take it as AB, no problem, right? We want to find the height of the AB. AB equal to H is equal to, and we know the hypotenuse side, and we want to find the adjacent side for angle, right? For theta, right? For theta we know hypotenuse and we want to find adjacent. So what is the trigonometric ratio will be applicable? Opposite side, sorry, adjacent side divided by hypotenuse, right? Adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. So which trigonometric ratio? Cos theta, right? So we want to use cos theta, sin, cos, tan. Among the three, which will be applicable to find the height of AB? That is named cos theta, right? So cos theta is equal to, right? Cos theta is equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse, right? Cos theta, what is the value of theta? 60 degree. So cos 60 degree is equal to, what is adjacent side for 60 degree? AB. AB divided by AC, right? AB divided by AC. So what is the value of cos 60? 1 by 2, right? What is the value of cos 60? 1 by 2 is equal to, AB is equal to, what is it? H divided by AC is equal to 15 meter, right? AB equal to H and AC is equal to 15. Just taking the 15 to the LHS, divide will become multiply. So it is equal to H is equal to 15 divided by 2. 15 divided by 2 is equal to 7.5 meter. Therefore, H is equal to 7.5 meter. What is H here? H is nothing but height of the AB, right? Height of the wall up to the point A. Therefore, the height of the point where the ladder touches the wall is equal to 7.5 meter, right? So number 6, a vertical straight tree. A vertical straight tree 15 meter high. A vertical straight tree 15 meter high. So A is nothing but top of the tree and B is nothing but foot of the tree, right? Foot of the tree. What is the height? Is nothing but 15 meter, right? 15 meter. A vertical straight tree 15 meter high is broken by the wind. Is broken by the wind in a such a way that its top, right? That its top just touches the ground and makes an angle of 60 degree with the ground. So see, AB is nothing but tree. Due to the wind, right, some the above part, right, some the above part has been broken and the above part has been touches the ground, right. I'm just marking up one point, and that point is something but C, right. The AC has been broken by the wind, right. The part AC has been, see, AB is nothing but vertical tree, right. AB is nothing but vertical tree. Due to the wind, the part AC has been broken and it is lying on the ground, right, and it is lying on the ground. So this AC part, right, this AC part alone lying on the ground, right, lying on the ground, right. And what they are saying, it's making, lying, touches the ground and makes an angle of 60 degree with the ground, right, makes an angle 60 degree. That which part? The top of the part, right, the top has been just touches the ground and makes an angle is nothing but 60 degree. So this part is nothing but what is it? 60 degree. So A, B, C, and I'm just giving this part is nothing but D, right? This part is nothing but D. So now here BCD is a right angle triangle. BCD is a right angle triangle, right? And now what we want to find, at what height from the ground did the tree break? At what height from the ground did the tree break? That means what we want to find? We want to find the height of the broken tree. That is BC alone we want to find. BC, right? The height of the BC, height of the broken tree alone we want to find. That is something that I am just assuming as H, right? That I am assuming as H. See, AB is equal to 15 meter, right? AB is equal to 15 meter, right? Now, AB equal to 15 meter. One more thing you want to know, that the height of AC is equal to, right? The height of AC is equal to height of CD, because this part alone has been broken, right? This part alone has been broken and it is now, it is touching on the ground, right? So this AC is equal to CD, right? AC is equal to CD. We know the height of AC, we don't know, but we can find. How we can find? We know that total, that AB is equal to 15 meter. AB is equal to AB equal to 15 meter, BC equal to H, then AC is nothing but 15 minus H, right? This AC is nothing but 15 minus H, right? This AC is nothing but 15 minus the total height 15. I'm just subtracting this BC part, then remaining part is nothing but 15 minus H. And I already told you that AC is equal to CD. So AC is equal to CD. The height of AC is nothing but 15 minus H means CD is also 15 minus H, right? Why I am just finding this value 15 minus H means, right, among the three sides, we want to know one side and one angle, right? One side and one angle. But if you know only if you know only angle, one angle alone means, then we can't find any sides, right? We can't find any sides. But we know the total height of the tree, right? We know the total height of the tree. From that we are finding the one side with the same variable. That's not a problem, right? With the same variable we can find, right? So now write the given. What are given? It's nothing but the height of the vertical tree, right? That is AB is equal to height of the vertical tree. AB is equal to 15 meter, right? And we are assuming that the height of the broken tree, that is BC, BC is equal to H, right? BC is equal to H, and theta is equal to 60 degree. Theta is equal to 60 degree. And already we know that AC is equal to BD, right? We know that AC equal to BD because both the parts are same, right? The broken part, that part alone now lying on the ground, right? So AC is equal to BD, right? AC is equal to BD. So AC equal to 15 minus H. How means? Very simple. So AC is equal to, AC part is equal to AB minus BC, right? AB minus BC. Among the AB, just remove the BC, then the remaining part is nothing but AC. AC equal to AB minus BC. What is AB? AB equal to, what is it? 15 meter. And what is BC? BC equal to H. So 15 minus H. So AC equal to 15 minus H. Already we know that what is AC? AC equal to BD. So BD is also, what is it? 15 minus H. Right? So BD is equal to 15 minus H, and what is it? BC equal to H, and angle theta is equal to 60 degree, right? Now we know the two sides. Which two sides we know that? For angle, opposite side and hypotenuse, right? For angle, right? For the angle 60 degree, we know opposite side. We want to find opposite side, and we know hypotenuse. So opposite hypotenuse is nothing but sine theta, right? Which trigonometric ratio will be applicable? Sine theta, opposite by hypotenuse. So by using the sine theta, right? By using the trigonometric ratio sine theta, I'm going to find the value of H, right? I'm going to find the height of the broken tree. So it is nothing but sine theta is equal to, right? Sine theta is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So sine theta is equal to, what is theta? 60 degree. So sine 60 degree is equal to, what is opposite side? H, right? First we will write the variables. First opposite side is nothing but, for 60 degree, what is the opposite side? BC. BC divided by hypotenuse is nothing but AC. Right? BC divided by AC. So what is the value of sine 60 degree? Sine 60 degree is equal to root 3 divided by 2 is equal to, what is the BC? BC is equal to H, right? BC is equal to H. H divided by AC is equal to, right? BC divided by AC. Yeah. Wait. So AC is equal to CD, right? So CD only hypotenuse. So BC by CD, right? BC by CD. So what is CD? CD is nothing but 15 minus H, right? H divided by 15 minus H. Now do the cross multiplication. I'm just taking that 15 minus H to the LHS and 2 to the RHS. So root 3 into 15 minus H is equal to H into 2, right? H into 2. So just multiply root 3 inside. 15 root 3, right? 15 into root 3 minus H root 3 is equal to 2H, right? H root 3 into 2H, right? So keeping the variable term fully one side, here H term, and just taking this H term to the RHS. So minus H root 3 will become plus H root 3. So what is the remaining? 15 root 3 is equal to 2H minus H root 3, right? 2H minus H root 3. So we have, in the question itself, they have given the value of root 3. We can substitute the value of root 3 at the last, right? So now we can solve as it is. So 15 root 3 is equal to, what is the common term? H taking commonly outside, H into 2 minus root 3. Why I am just taking common term outside, H commonly outside? Because we want to find the H alone. So just taking H commonly outside and just bringing this 2 minus root 3 to the LHS, then multiply will become divide. So it is equal to, H is equal to 15 root 3 divided by 2 minus root 3. 15 root 3 divided by 2 minus root 3, right? Now what is it? We know the value of root 3. Substitute the value of root 3. What we know that they have given that root 3 is equal to 1.73. So instead of this root 3, what you are going to substitute? 1.73. So H is equal to 15 into 1.73, right? 15 into 1.73 divided by 2 minus, right? 2 minus, right? Sorry, here plus, right? So minus H root 3 we are taking to the LHS to RHS to become plus. So plus, sorry. So 2 plus 1.73, right? 2 plus 1.73. While we are simplifying, just 15 into 1.73. So 15 into 1.73, it will become 25.95. 2 plus 1.73, 3.73. While we are dividing, we will get H is equal to 6.9 meter. Therefore, the height of the broken tree, right? Therefore, the height of the broken tree, right? The height of the broken tree due to the wind is equal to the remaining tree is nothing but 6.9 meter. That's all, right? So number 7, a player sitting on the top of a tower, right? A player sitting on the top of a tower of height 20 meter. So first I'm drawing the tower, right? I'm just drawing the tower. The point A is nothing but top of the tower and point B is nothing but foot of the tower, right? The point A is nothing but top of the tower and the point B is nothing but foot of the tower. Height 20 meter, right? So the AB, the height of the tower is nothing but 20 meter. So AB is equal to 20 meter, right? Given. Observes the angle of depression of a ball lying on the ground. So this is a ground, right? And the point C is nothing but a ball, right? The point C is nothing but a ball, right? So angle of depression of a ball lying on the ground at 60 degree. So a boy seeing the ball an angle of 60 degree. But angle of elevation or angle of depression, right? So this is nothing but line of sight, and the horizontal line is nothing but what, which is called as a horizontal line. See, this is a horizontal line. So the angle of depression is nothing but 60 degree. So this angle is nothing but 60 degree, right? Here AD is nothing but horizontal line, AC is nothing but line of sight, right? In between that only the angle, right? The angle will be formed. Here the angle of depression is nothing but 60 degree, right? Find the distance between the foot of the tower and the ball, right? Find the distance between the foot of the tower. Foot of the tower is nothing but B and the ball C. So we have to find the distance between the point B to C. So this only we want to find. I'm just assuming as let BC is equal to X, right? The distance between the foot of the tower and the ball, right? Foot of the tower and the ball is nothing but X meter, right? X meter. So now we want to find the right distance, right? Now we want to find the value of X, right? So here ABC is a right angle, right? ABC is a right angle triangle, right? We know one side, right? Here AB equal to what is it? 20 meter, right? The height of the tower is nothing but 20 meter. We know one side, right? But we don't know the angle. The angle is outside the right angle triangle, right? How we are going to bring this angle into the right angle triangle? How we are going to bring? Already in the introduction class itself, I told you that, right? See, BC is a horizontal line, at the same time AD is also horizontal. These two are parallel and this is transversal. This is angle is equal to 60 degree, and here also what is it? That angle is equal to 60 degree. I'm just bringing this angle of depression, that angle into the right angle triangle. I'm just bringing this angle to the right angle triangle. This angle is 60 degree, then this angle also 60 degree. How? But see, they have mentioned that angle of depression. So first we have to, while we are drawing the picture, right, while we are drawing this image, right, while I am drawing this diagram, right, the angle of depression means we have to show the angle of depression, the angle, right, the angle we have to show correctly. Then only we have to bring it to the right angle triangle. Directly if you are marking this angle 60 degree and if you are forgetting to write this marking this angle 60 degree, right, only you are drawing this right angle triangle and directly you are bringing the 60 degree and 20 meter here and you are solving means, then they will reduce the marks, right? So angle of depression means we have to show the diagram angle of depression, right, the horizontal line and line of sight. Then the top we have to mark the angle 60 degree, right, the angle of depression, that angle. Then only we have to bring this angle to here, right? Understood? Okay. Here now VAB is equal to 20 meter and theta is equal to what is? Theta is equal to 60 degree, right? Theta is equal to 60 degree, and what we want to find? BC. BC only we want to find. BC is equal to X. That only we want to find, right? To find BC, distance between the foot of the tower and the ball, right? Then by using the trigonometry ratio, we know the what is it? We know opposite side and we want to find adjacent side. So opposite side by adjacent side is nothing but tan theta. So by using the trigonometry ratio tan theta, I'm going to find the distance between BC, right? Distance between the points B and C, BC, right? So tan theta is equal to, right? Tan theta is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. Opposite side divided by adjacent. So tan theta is equal to, what is theta? 60 degree. Tan 60 degree is equal to, for 60, what is opposite side? AB. AB divided by adjacent side BC. AB divided by BC. So what is the value of tan 60? Root 3 is equal to AB is nothing but 20 meter. 20 divided by BC is nothing but x, right? And I'm just bringing this x to the LHS and root 3 to the RHS, right? Just taking x to the LHS and root 3 to the RHS. Then x is equal to 20 by root 3, right? 20 by root 3. Understood? I'm just taking x to the LHS, divide will become multiply. Then root 3 I'm just taking to the RHS, it will become divide, right? Multiply will become divide, 20 by root 3, right? So the x is nothing but distance between the two balls, right? They didn't give the value of root 3, so you can stop here itself. But in that see, the denominator alone, it should not in the form of irrational, right? It should not in the form of irrational. It will be always, it should be in the form of rational. So if it is not in the form of rational, you have to convert in terms of rational, right? Rationalize the denominator. Understood? So denominator should be a rational. If it is not so, just convert, right? Already we know that. So how we are going to convert this this denominator is rational? Just multiplying by root 3 on both numerator and denominator, right? So 20 by root 3 into root 3 divided by root 3. It is equal to, what is it? 20 root 3 divided by 3, right? 20 root 3 divided by 3. Now is it possible to simplify? You can simplify, otherwise you can keep as it is, no problem. So 3 multiples, no, so you can keep as it is, no problem. So x is equal to 20 root 3 by 3 meter. That is something but the distance between the foot of the tower and the ball is something but 20 root 3 by 3 meter. Note on your homework sums. Sum number 8. If the ratio of the height of a tower and the length of its shadow is root 3 is to 1, then the angle of elevation of the sun is 30 degree. Is it true or false? So what they are saying, they have given that the ratio of the height as well as length, right? Height of the tower and length of its shadow is given, right? And we have to check that, we want to check whether the angle of elevation of the sun is 30 degree or not, right? By solving, right? If it is a 30 degree, then it will be true, otherwise it will be a false. So draw the diagram, and we know two sides of a right angle triangle. One is something but height, another one is something but length of its shadow, right? By using that trigonometry ratio, we want to check whether the angle of elevation is 30 degree or not, right? Sum number 9. In the given figure, AB is a 6 meter high pole, right? AB is a 6 meter high pole and CD is a ladder. CD is a ladder inclined at an angle of 60 degree. Inclined at an angle of 60 degree to the horizontal. That means where the angle will become, whether angle D or angle C. Inclined at an angle of 60 degree to the horizontal. Which one? The ladder making an angle 60 degree with the horizontal. That means here that 60 degree will come, right? 60 degree. And reaches up to a point D. And reaches up to a point D of a pole. If AD is equal to 2.54 meter. They have given the AB is nothing but 6 meter. AD is nothing but 2.54 meter, right? Find the length of the ladder, right? So we know the length of height of the pole, that is 6 meter. At the same time, we know the length of AD is nothing but 2.54 meter, right? 2.54 meter. So we can, from that we can find the remaining part, right? Height of the remaining part, BD. So 6 minus 2.54 is nothing but remaining part, right? If we know that part and one angle, then we can find the length of the ladder, right? So we know opposite side and we want to find hypotenuse. So opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Which trigonometry ratio will be applicable? You know that, right? Substitute and simplify, you will get the solution, right? The final solution for this sum number 9 is nothing but the height, right? The height of the ladder or length of the ladder is nothing but 4 meter, right? The height of the length of the ladder is equal to, I'm just taking the DC is nothing but L. Length of the ladder is equal to 4 meter. And sum number 8, it's true or false alone, right? Just very easy one. We know the height of the tower and what is it? We know the length of its shadow, right? Just simplify, divide and just equate with the corresponding trigonometry ratio. Then we'll get the angle, whether it is getting 30 or some other angle. If we are getting 30, it will be true. Otherwise, it will be a false, right? Thank you.